Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and I'm an attorney that assists veterinary associates with employment contract and independent contractor agreement issues. Today, I'm going to talk about veterinary PTO and benefits. So, what are some standard things that a veterinary associate should get as far as benefits, including paid time off? First, I'm going to talk exclusively about employment contracts today. Generally, with an independent contractor agreement, you're normally not going to get any kind of benefits. Perhaps they'll cover your malpractice insurance, but that usually is about it. So today, just assume I'm discussing an employment agreement. So who you work for certainly matters when it comes to benefits. Some small mom and pop, small animal veterinary clinics may not offer very good benefits at all. Whereas if you're working for corporate vet, generally they'll have the full array of benefits. So first, let's just kind of take each component and I'll break down what is normal and what's not. So as far as paid time off, this can vary, I'd say pretty greatly between practices. With the smaller practice, you'll likely get less paid time off. Somewhere around 20 to 25 days of total time off is what you should be aiming for. Maybe if you're in a specialty, a little bit more than that. And when I say that, I mean, when I say total time off, adding up vacation, holidays, sick days, and continuing education, if you add all of those up, should be around 20 to 25 days. Now, this can vary of whether that's fair or not based upon your schedule. Maybe if you're working a 4-day week, then on the lower end might be more fair. Whereas if you're working full, 5 days a week, then getting to the higher end might make more sense. Because if you're working 4 days a week, you have 50 to 52 additional days off per year. So generally that is factored in. Next, what types of things should they pay for? So your dues and fees, so meaning your veterinary license from whatever state you're working in. They should pay for your DEA registration if necessary, your professional societies, AVMA. They should also cover your malpractice insurance. So most places use the AVMA PLIT. I would also suggest making certain that they provide the professional defense rider. It is an add-on, covers licensing board defense if you get a complaint with your licensing board, and then I believe it has to progress to a certain level, then they'll provide an attorney for you. And then standard things: health, vision, dental, life, retirement, disability. These are all standard things that an employer would cover if you are an associate. Now, are these things negotiable? It depends. If you're working for a large corporate veterinary practice, most of the time they are standardized and you're not going to have a lot of flexibility as far as what they will and won't pay for and how much PTO you get. You have a lot more flexibility if it's with a small, maybe just one veterinarian owns the practice and maybe you're the only associate. Then there's kind of a lot more negotiating that you can do. Now, what are some of the negotiable things? How much time off you get, certainly, and paid time off as well. How much they cover as far as continuing education. Normally you would get some stipend that can go towards conference fees, travel, that type of thing. I would say somewhere between $2,000 to $3,000 annually would be a standard amount. Now, whether they cover the health, vision, dental, disability, life, retirement, that's usually not a negotiable thing. It's either they provide it or they don't. But these are all things you can at least ask for. I mean, the worst they can say is no. So, when someone asks me, well, should I ask for this or not? If it's a reasonable ask, then yeah, absolutely you should. And so when it comes to benefits, no harm in asking for it. And if they say no, then that's fine. You just move on to other things. So that's a little breakdown of what's standard as far as paid time off and benefits for a veterinary associate. If you have any questions about an employment agreement or independent contractor agreement, feel free to contact my law firm. Our information is listed below in the description, and I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.